now I'm going to start by cutting up some of my veggies. Oh my gosh. Now Wilma's trying to call me, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to cut up my tomatoes. And I hope you guys are getting this. Like I said, I've never done this before, so hopefully it's coming through. It says it's live, so here we go. Yeah, I have done videos on pies, and I've done videos on cookies and quiche and dinners and lunches and all kinds of yummy stuff. Now this is going to be the stuff I'm going to be cooking the chicken with. So I'm going to cut that up ahead of time. And I hope that you're on here, Wilma. Something new here. She keeps telling me this is what I've got to do, so I'm going to try it here. And, okay. Like I said, this is going to be the stuff that goes into my chicken. I'm just basically going to do tomato, green pepper, and onion. And hopefully this is working. I really want it to. Hi Wilma, if you're there, I can't read all the comments for right now because I'm trying to do this, but I will get better at this, I promise. So I'm cutting up the green pepper for my chicken tacos. And what I'm going to have to do, if I get all these veggies cut up, I'm going to have to move you over there by my stove because we're going to cook. I'm cutting up the veggies first because I want to cut up the chicken, and you don't want to do that. Wilma, if you're watching, this isn't much different than just doing a regular video. So I'm kind of excited about it. I know Celebrate TV does good at it, and Wilma 405 Spicy Kitchen. You guys will have to watch them. They do a lot of lives. And I'm learning this YouTube business, and my channel is Breakfast, Lunch, and Dinner Cooking, BL&D Cooking, and I love doing this. I really do. But Wilma keeps telling me I've got to do these lives, so I finally got up enough courage to do it. So here I am. Now this is going to be what I garnish the tacos with. So I think that's enough of the tomato. Put that away. And now I am going to set this over there by the stove. And I'm going to cut up my chicken. I've got 2 chicken breasts here. And they were frozen, but that's what I want because I want to be able to cut it partially frozen. That's what makes it easier to cut. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this to the bone, and then I'm going to cut it off the bone, and I'm going to make soup out of these two bones. Maybe not today, but see, when you cut it frozen, partially frozen like that, it doesn't turn into a big mush, because you don't want a big mush. Okay. Set that over there. And I'm going to cut this up. Hopefully you guys can see me. I'm going to cut this up into littler pieces. See, when it's starting to thaw, it's a little tougher, but when it's partially frozen, it works better. These are some nice big breasts. And like I said, these bones will make a nice little batch of chicken soup. And I have chicken soup with homemade noodles on my channel. And noodles are so easy. All they are is egg, flour, and salt. That's it. Okay, so I'm going to cut this other one now. I guess I'll take that skin off. I'm going to use that skin for my soup too. And whenever you make soup, you always use 3 ingredients: celery, carrots, and onions. That is the trick to any soup. That's your base. I'm just kind of cutting this in rows, and then I'm just cutting it off the bone. Easy peasy. And there's my stuff for my soup. I don't know if I'll make it today, but I'll probably just throw it back in the freezer. It doesn't hurt a thing. People say you can't refreeze meat. I've done it my whole life, and I'm almost 69 years old. So, I mean, I am 69 years old. Ugh, it's hard to believe. Okay. So I got my chicken all cut up. Now, I'm going to wash the board and my knife with lots of soap. My nephew got so sick cutting up chicken at a Chinese restaurant, he almost died. So you want to be super careful when you're doing chicken. You want to wash it with hot water and make sure you get it good and washed. I'm going to wash this and wash it again, just to make sure. Chicken and other raw meats can be very dangerous. You've got to be careful. Okay. Super rinse. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna unplug this just for a minute and bring you with me. Whoop, over here. Okay. My friend bought me this wonderful stand, but it's got a light ring on it, and you gotta keep it plugged in, so, but it works really well. And I'm very appreciative. Okay, so I've got my lettuce ready for my lettuce wraps. And I am going to dry them a little bit more. Just to make sure I don't have water dripping on them. I don't know if you can see, I guess you can. They made me, doing this live, they made me do my phone the other direction than I'm used to. So, but I can tell that you guys can see me, so that's good. All right, so I've got those patted off. And I'm gonna take a little bit of olive oil. I guess I could tip that down a little bit more here. There. And I am getting my spices that I should have got out ahead of time, but I didn't. Okay, got crushed red pepper, I've got some cumin and paprika. And let me get my garlic powder out of here. Sorry, guys. I've never done live before. I can usually just shut this off. Oh my goodness. Okay, well, I'm gonna get some fresh garlic out of my fridge. I found my garlic powder. Thank goodness. Okay, I'm gonna grab my chicken. Got my pan heated up. And I'm gonna put my chicken in. I was trying to think of some way of doing this live without, you know, having to bake something for an hour and all that. So let me see here. Guess while that's frying, I can answer a few questions. Hi, Wilma. Yeah, my ring light is nice. I love it. I'm so happy about it. And I figured out how to do this. I kept pushing it and I kept coming on, and then I didn't know if I was on or not, but I figured out how to do a title too. So this is all a learning experience, you know. All right, so I'm gonna show you again here what I'm gonna do with my chicken. I'm gonna put some garlic powder and some paprika and some cumin. Cumin is really good for Mexican. You know, I'm going to put a little tiny bit of oregano too. Look at that. And then some crushed red pepper seeds. Depending on how hot you like it. So, let me see what we got here, if anybody's got any questions. Chicken, yeah, you have to be careful with chicken. I'm all excited about this, Wilma. What I'm going to do is I'm going to brown the chicken, and then I'm going to add the tomatoes and the onion and the green pepper, and then I'm going to build these lettuce wraps. So I'm all excited. And I guess while I'm waiting for the chicken to get done, I can grate some of my cheese. I just got Colby Jack cheese here. I always buy this in bulk from Walmart. I like it. It's 2 pounds and it's like, I don't know, $6 or something that lasts forever. And what I'm doing with this chicken, I don't know if you guys can still see it in the pan here, but what you want to do is you want it to really get kind of browned on one side before you start stirring it. And I am going to add a little bit of salt and pepper too. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'll get better at this live stuff. I'm going to be doing 25 Christmas cookies starting in December, and I'm going to try to go live on those too. So I got it starting to brown pretty good. You always want to make sure chicken is done, that's for sure. Okay. Now, I am going to grate my cheese. My sister-in-law did these the other day, and she did a little video, and I keep telling her, you need to do videos on your stuff. And she gave me this idea, and I thought it was such a good idea. She does these wraps all the time. That should be good. They say it's healthier to grate your own cheese because it doesn't have all the chemicals to keep it separated, I guess. Okay. 5 people, oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Okay. If you just joined me, I'm making some chicken lettuce wraps. Instead of taco shells, I'm using lettuce. So it should be interesting. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, this is my first live, and it's because of Wilma. Thank you so much, Wilma. Wilma, RJ Spicy Kitchen 405. She does wonderful lives. And she's the smoothie queen, too. She makes really good smoothies and really good fried stuff. Oh, my gosh. And shrimp. She makes shrimp and lots of shrimp stuff. And to tell you a little bit about myself, I kind of started this channel because I have so many recipes that I wanted my children to have. And the more I got into this, the more I was loving it. And all my life, I wanted to show how I make pies. And I've always been a good pie maker, but you know one thing I just found out? My crust is so delicate and so fluffy, and I've been using warm lard, and I wasn't even thinking about it, and they said that the lard needs to be cold. So if you make my pie recipes, make sure your lard or your shortening is cold, because the bottom crust wasn't getting as crunchy as or flaky as I wanted it to. So that's something next time I make a pie, I got to make sure I tell everybody that. But anyway, I love to cook, and I've been complimented my whole life on what a good cook I was. And I've been trying to sell my house here in Florida because I want to move back home to Michigan. I've been here for 14 years and had enough. Florida's really nice, but I just really want to be home in Michigan. I want the seasons, and my daughter told me this morning that it snowed, and I was like, I want to be with the snow. And I did get myself a little piece of property that I put a camper on in Michigan, northern Michigan. So if you're praying people, pray for me that I sell my house here. And the chicken's just about done here. It doesn't have to be totally done because I'm going to be adding my tomatoes and my green peppers and all that. You just want to get a nice brown on it. So I'm going to put you back with my chicken here. And I'm going to go ahead and add my veggies now. And you know what I think? I think I'm going to put a lid on this. So they cook down good. And I can see if you guys are asking any questions. Thank you, Wilma. I met Wilma on YouTube, and we have become good friends, and we even talk on the phone. So, and she's given me a lot of hints on what to do and what not to do, and I really appreciate it. She's a good friend. She lives in Oklahoma. And that's one state I don't think I've ever been to. I've been to a lot of states, but not Oklahoma. And let's see. Oh, yeah, I had to give you a good shout out. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these lettuce wraps, and I am going to, believe it or not, crunch a little bit of corn chips into each one. And then I'm going to put the chicken and the cheese and then sour cream and then some jalapenos. So this is going to be a very yummy lunch. In fact, I can get some of those out. Here, let me turn you here. I can get some of those jalapenos out and put it on some paper towel so that they drain a little bit. And Wilma, you're going to have to show me how to put this on my channel afterwards, because I don't know how to do that. But like I said, I know I will get better at this. Okay, let me stir this again. It's getting there. I've made these so many times, but I never have done them with the tacos, the taco chips in them. So I think that'll be good. Okay. All right, Wilma. You got any other questions for me? I appreciate the prayers for my sale. Oh, okay. The X button in the left-hand corner, Wilma. Okay. Am I doing okay? You keep telling me to do this, so here I am. All right, let's see. Let me show you my chicken again. It's coming. Probably takes, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes to get the veggies where I want them. It's kind of like, it's kind of making its own salsa like. Oh, good. You know, everybody's trying to lose weight all the time, and this way you're not getting, well, I am going to do a little bit of the taco shells just for the crunch. But, yeah, this is fun. This is very fun, Wilma. She keeps encouraging me. And I think I'll be able to do the, cookies with lettuce wraps too. I think it'll be all right. Okay, let me show you my chicken again. Looking good. Just want to make sure that the green pepper is a little bit soft. And I'm good and hungry, so this is going to taste really good. Okay, I think they're right where I want them to be. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start building these. So you want to put your lettuce, whatever end will grab the most stuff. I've got 2 of them upside down and 2 of them and 1 of them up. So I'm going to take my chicken and put it on my lettuce. So you guys can see. You don't want to overflow it because then it'll fall apart. You want them to be able to hold together. Okay, take that off there. And I'm going to put just a little bit of crunched up taco shells. And of course I'm getting a call that I don't want. Just for a little bit of crunch. I meant to ask you that, Wilma, if I could put it on airplane mode during this. Okay, now I've got the tacos. I should have put that actually first. Then I'm going to put a little bit of cheese on each one. A little bit of red onion. I love red onion on each one. Then I'm gonna put a little bit of Tabasco. I like things a little bit spicy. Like my Wilma. Spicy kitchen. Okay. And I've got some new sour cream here. So I'm gonna put just a little bit of sour cream on each one. Like so. Okay. Let me rinse my hand real quick. And I'm gonna put some jalapeno on each one. And look at those. You take them and you roll them up like so. And you got yourself a taco, just like that. Let me show you what we got. Look at those delicious, delicious tacos. And I thank you very much for watching, and you have a wonderful day. And remember, there's nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it, and love the Lord with all your heart. Bye now.